Okay, we're going to finish this off here. So, a couple problems that I had that I've sorted out kind of offline. I was messed up on how to do the elevator load position feedback. I was looking for two switches here, the elevator right and the left limit. My problem is with the bring this pallet in here. The pallet only makes one switch at a time, so it would not actually make both switches. So you'll see when I bring this pallet in here. I'm going to do a load, which is this one here. There. I am now load. It is complete. So I cannot run that. I'm actually pushing the load command right now. I have load complete, so it won't let that conveyor, those rollers run anymore. So where I am there now, so now I can actually run this up to whatever position I want to go. And I take it up there, and now I should be able to do the unload. I can do that, but because that other conveyor is not running, there kind of gets out of there. I need to have all the conveyors running together to make this really work properly. Now that should be clear, and then I can bring this guy back down. So that's basically working in manual. So I proved out manual on that. So at this point, I've basically proved out manual function. It should be time to say, okay, I basically proved out manual once we've done that. So I've proved out safety. That was the very first thing to do. Got to have safety, because if you don't have safety, you can't shut things off if things go wrong. After that, prove out the rest of your I/O. Make sure what you think is showing in your PLC. So if I say I want to turn this motor on, make sure when I put that onto my PLC, that is what is actually running on your machine. So that's proving out both your wiring and your aliasing in your tags and stuff like that. Then if you can do that, you know all that stuff is working properly, then you should be able to prove out your manual motions, which we've just done. I've now pushed buttons to make everything move, and everything moves properly. I'm getting the right feedback everywhere, so my switches seem to sense properly. So my next thing I'm going to do, I am going to put this thing into auto and see what happens, and then debug the auto sequence as we go. So turn this over here, green light, that means I'm in auto. I'm going to push auto start. I guess I should probably first of all return everything to home position. So there, I am at home position for everything. Don't know why I still have this light on here. Let's go check that out. I still have the raised position. The elevator up light is on. Raised position feedback. Alright, so this is This should only happen on raise command. We're only going to set this on raise command. That'll fix that. So we don't want to change these limits unless we were actually trying to raise. That should fix that. Let's just set this to 3 and 5. And then that goes away. Okay. There we go. So that's all good. And now at home position, put this in auto. Auto cycle start. Alright. That wasn't completely smooth. And we're jammed up now. Alright, that's pretty typical of a machine startup. Okay, so what happened there? Let's see. So as soon as that was in position, let's watch that again. Wait for another pallet to come along here. Okay, pallet releases every 30 seconds. So roller stop. Let's set this back to 0. Okay. So we're going to go up. So that started running before we were in position. Okay. So we get our raise position on too soon. So we need to have a time delay on our raise position. Alright, so yeah, we have no time delay here. So we need to have, let's put like a 2-second delay in there. Second delay on that position. So basically as soon as it got to within that acceptable range, it said we're raised, we're going to start unloading. That's why we have these nice little delays in here. So we're in position and settled. Make sure we have a delay everywhere. The load stops, those are already good already. Alright, let's try this again. This is machine startup. Figuring out the problems, find out why we're dumping parts everywhere. and figure out what it was, fix it, try again. Hopefully we don't break too much stuff along the way. And right now I don't have part detection logic, so I don't have logic that shows what the I need to reset my sequence. It's not getting all the way through the sequence either for some reason. Alright, so there we go. 2 seconds. Move up. 2 seconds. Run out, clear. 5 seconds to clear. Run back down. Now we're on step 7. What are we waiting for at step 7? Gantry ungrip. Why is that in there? Elevator home complete. Yeah, that should just not be there. And then once we hit step 7, that should just reset us. It's good programming. We'll see what this kind of a disaster this makes here with these pallets backed up too. I think these pallets are just going to bounce all over the place. But we'll see. Yeah, that's going to be bad. Well, not too bad. Alright, this will sort itself out. Alright, it is running properly now at least. You can also see that the, yeah, this remover is not in the right position. Pallets are just sliding underneath it. Fix that later. But sequence-wise, this is good. Looks like we got the sequence figured out. That's saying they're just going right underneath that. Alright, let's change this to say that there is blue part instead of green part. So now this should go to the top level. Alright, so that's running pretty good. So let's add in our part detection logic. So let's go add a new routine. Let's call this R12 parts. And we'll say this is very similar to logic we've done before in the other programs. I could just copy from one of those. So we're going to get a blue part. So array is complete, I think. We'll reset this. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we can say so let's look at the bits here. Vision sensor. We gotta figure out what the pattern is that defines blue part. There's 4 bits we get from this. Some of them are on, some of them are off. Bit 2, bit 3, bit 4. So bit 3 is a green. So we've got green and blue here. So let's watch next time green comes through. So blue, we got a blue coming through here. Let's watch what makes up a blue. What combination of these makes a blue? So bit 1 only. So bit 1 is on, all the rest of these are off. And I think it was bit 3 is on, all the rest are off, make it green. I guess we saw in the last one. Let's try that and see if that makes the correct combination here. We'll see if that will set Well, we need scan this logic as well. Alright, let's watch the next one. So this should turn on green part for us. Alright, so green part came on. So we got that combination there of bit 3 is on, all the rest of the bits are off. We get green part. This is going to reset once we get that our raise is complete. We're all done with that. We should go with the green part as well. And now we come on, let's get a blue part. Hopefully this detects blue. Alright, blue part. Cool. Alright, so that works. Part tracking is good. So, let's look at collision conditions here. What could be bad? So let's say we don't want to do it. We only want to do a load if we're in the home position. We only want to do a unload if we're in the raise position. Let's start with that. So load is only okay if we are in the raise. Sorry, other way. Load is home position. This one is elevator dot raise dot complete. So we want to do those. Roller stop. Roller stop should only lower. Only allow that to lower if elevator is home. That way we're not going to drop a pallet in there accidentally. Uh, I think that's about it. We'll go with those. Let's test our safety here. Let's hit an E-stop while this is moving, see what happens. Alright, so see how that froze it in place, everything stopped. The way that that works on the elevator. We put this thing at the end down here that said if we lose our safety, at the bottom here, if you lose safety, so if we drop these safety contactors, look at what your current position is and move that into the command register. So that should just copy where we're at, move it to the output command, and that should just freeze this thing where it's at. Take that out and do a reset. It's going to carry on. Some other things to look at here. We should be getting, this actually tells us the position of the elevator. So that's counting up. That's 4.65. Back down to 0. Oh, let's test our lamp test. Lamp test lights everything up. What else we got here? Oh, we need, okay, so everything functionally seems to work now. Let's do the data. So we need to do our data collection. Let's we'll finish that off in just a minute here. Two other things I'm going to do before I do that. Let's move these removers, drop them down. That's why these pallets are going right underneath those. Let's drop those down so the pallets don't just stack up on the floor. Alright, and I'm going to do one more recording here where we'll do the data.